in all but the most dire of circumstances. Like S-Frost wants to do something even worse. I am prepared. If this game is going to throw me into this weird position of allying myself with S-Frost in order to fight back against Hyzant because they want to do this religious extermination war to get the Roselle back under their purview, I am prepared to join forces with S-Frost to protect the Roselle. I'll do it. I don't care. I don't know if that's a choice we're gonna have to make, but it seems like it would be. And I don't care. Hyzant has to... This version of Hyzant has to go. You cannot reform it. So if that's the choice they're going to give me to move forward, that's the choice we're making. Unless S-Frost is like, oh yeah, we're going to take over Hyzant and then just literally just genocide all the Roselle. In which case, fuck this game, but okay.
I beg you, would you truly kill me, your ally, just to protect the Roselle?
Bro! You have come to my doorstep with a mercenary crew twice in the last month. The ally ship has sailed and sunk long ago. Chaos Jerome is standing back there battle ready with his spear up, so I'm pretty sure he's not dead. But we'll see.
The Roselle are a tainted people. Your efforts shall bear no fruit.
How dare you insult my people?
Oh, I like this. Oh!
How could you?
I lose too many employers this way. I'd best make myself scarce.
As if we'd let you get away. Word of this can't get out.
Too late. Silvio sent word of your betrayal eons ago.
Shit.
Expect Hyzant's army on the morrow. They'll finish the job then.
And so, we've bought no time at all.
Lord Serenoa, I cannot thank you enough for coming to our aid.
Allow us to show our gratitude with a feast.
I mean...
I'm afraid we haven't the time for
that's
such levity.
Nice of you, but...
We must tend to the wounded, of course. But fight or flee, surely we have time enough to catch our breath and fill our stomachs. Let us not spurn their kindness.
The young lord's right. Steal that belly of yours.
Yo, can for a moment.
What are you doing here, dear Roland?
That's Maxwell, Serenoa. You don't know who's listening. Hey. Boy, video games sure do appeal to the male power fantasy, don't they? Serenoa just heard someone launch a racial slur and stabbed him to death. He's now my hero. I want to be like Serenoa when I grow up.
Jerome is a young man of formidable convictions.
Indeed. He took the fate of his people in his hands and fought for their freedom.
Just as you have done.
Mm-hmm.
I did what any lord would do to protect the sovereignty of their land. Nothing more. I will not see the Roselle stripped of their humanity and treated as objects.
Oh.
Hyzant's goddess has always seen them as such.
History has ever seen the strong rule the weak, but that does not mean it must always be so.
I do not mean to excuse it. Rather, I see now that this village and all of House Wolffort suffers because of the royal family's impotence.
That's not...
I speak the truth, and you know it. Cordelia and the people of Glenbrook cry for aid as we speak. Yet here I sit, cowering behind a mask and a false name. Who would dare call me a leader?
I mean, you're doing what you can. Yeah, yes. Like, I am playing this. I am playing this game in a way that does reflect my convictions and my feelings. And like, it is actually incredible because I am making very, very binary or trinary? Is that it's usually 3, right? They're very, specific limited options. I'm not putting in dialogue. And the game is sensing, like, the game knows why I'm making the decisions that I'm making, and literally putting the words in Serenoa's mouth that I am thinking when I make the decision. He is becoming the character that I want him to be. Like, he's not exactly a self-insert. He has his own thing going on, but he is being shaped by my decisions, and right down to his dialogue and the way he justifies those decisions is like, that's what I want to hear him say. That's what I want to say. That's the right thing to say. If Hyzant is coming to crush me...
Serenoa, making a valiant stand in defense of the Rosellan village, slays Silvio Tellior. Word of their disobedience reaches the Holy One, who sends an army to conquer the heretics.
Of course.
With the enemy only a day's march from their doorstep, House Wolffort and the Roselle scramble to mount one last stand. Time is of the essence.
Wow, they really... They really went, like... They went full 180 from, like, we're going to make you one of the 7 most powerful people in our nation if you do this one thing. And we were like, we're not going to do that thing. And they're like, okay. Then the army's coming tomorrow. You all have to die now. Archibald reminisces about the Salt Iron War with Anna. I want to hear that. Anna has paid her one battle suspension. And can come back in the party now.
Master Archibald, is there something on your mind?
Goddess be good. I must be getting on in years for you to be able to sneak up on me like that.
Well, it's kind of her job.
What troubles you?
I was only reminiscing. Indeed, days like these tend to blow my mind back a couple of decades or more.
Reminiscing about what?
The Salt Iron War.
That's fair, Chaos.
Hard to believe it's been 30 whole years. Some days I almost forget my time as one of the Saintly Seven. I defended the Citadel of Sand through the conflict. I was there when Esfrost attacked. A number of Rosellan prisoners who tried to escape the Source were there too. Including Our Lady Frederica's dear mother.
What's this?
She stayed behind all by herself to help the countless numbers of her fellow Roselle flee. That's how she was captured.
Oh.
But I knew we couldn't hold the Citadel. So I helped her and her friends escape in secret before the enemy attacked. The wind blew just as hard that night as it's blowing now. I'll never forget watching the Roselle, caked all over in mud as they slipped away into the dark.
Oh, you're a goddamn hero.
So you didn't want innocents to get caught up in the coming battle?
It never settled right with me. The way the goddess's teachings permitted abuse of the Roselle for the supposed sins of their past.
Supposed is important.
A person's life isn't worth more or less just because of the conditions of their birth. More than anything, I was moved by the selfless acts of Lady Frederica's mother. She reminded me of what I had once aspired to be. She was able to do what I never could. Risk her life to save her friends. I couldn't let someone like that die. Not on my watch. It wasn't long until the other Saintly Seven discovered what I'd done. They branded me a traitor, stripped me of my title, and sentenced me to death. Of course, I slipped out of their clutches before they could have my head. I wandered for a while before taking up life as a merchant under the King of Glenbrook's patronage.
I never knew you and Lady Frederica's mother shared such a past.
Well, it is in the past. Anyway, let us return. This cold night wind is making my old bones ache something fierce.
Yeah, it's not subtle. Yeah, that was a good story, and I'm glad he told it. Damn. Yeah, it's not only the game's not only not subtle about racism bad, but it's also really good at presenting the conditions and the social circumstances that racism thrives in. Why racism? And how that plays out, and how hopeless it is for people who are subjected to such a system to do anything about it. Especially when, like, the entire social consciousness is convinced that it's a moral imperative that this racism be a thing, that this remain in place. Like, they don't have to look at that and see it as a problem or have a moral issue with it, because they've already been propagandized to the point where they are completely convinced that subjecting them to this treatment is the morally right thing to do. Also, Morizana and Huette.
I must say, your display of power was quite astonishing.
It is pretty cool.
One moment there wasn't a single cloud in the sky, and the next we were drenched to the bone. The townsfolk were certainly appreciative, and that means much in these trying times. Where did you learn such sorcery?
I was born with it, as were my forebears.
Oh.
In the far reaches of Hyzant, my people dwell, acting as shamans and summoning rain when the people cried for it.
You hail from Hyzant? I suppose we should count our blessings that you found your way to our ranks.
Lots of Hyzantians in our ranks, actually.
Ah, so you're Izana. We've heard tell of a witch using her dark arts to frighten the peasants into submission.
Here we go.
Rest assured, we shall conduct a thorough investigation into these rumors.
Here we go.
Your presence is requested at the Hierophant's palace.
Oh!
Rumors from whom? There are no dark arts being practiced here. And the people are not scared of me. I provide them rain when they require it. That is all.
Quiet, witch. Save your remonstrations for the Inquisition.
Okay, so we know what this is. We know exactly what this is. This is someone who is ostensibly not of the church is going around using supernatural powers to bless the people with miracles. And that is unacceptable because then people rely on the church less. The church has to keep power over all of that stuff. Nobody's blessing these people with anything that doesn't come from us. They have to come from us now. Somebody out there doing like good deeds and building a following because of selfless actions. Church can't have that. They're obviously heretics. Hey, Taronin, we killed Silvio Tellior. Because he said a racial slur, and so Serenoa stabbed him, thus becoming the greatest protagonist ever. Yes, thank you. Yeah, all blessings come from the goddess of salt, i.e. the church. So anyone who is providing blessings not in the name of the church and the goddess of salt in a clearly regulated and church approved way gets this.
Is this their investigation? My guilt was decided ere they laid eyes upon me.
Perhaps they are threatened by the sight of the common folk huddled around your warming smile.
They are.
The goddess of salt is a jealous mistress, after all. Her subjects cannot well suffer another to be so adored.
Yep. I literally just said this.
If you appear before the Inquisition, you will surely be found guilty, and the punishment will be grave.
Then what recourse is left to me?
If the tentacles of the church can reach this far, then nowhere in Hyzant is safe.
Bro, hey, hold up. The tentacles of the church is some different shit. We don't... This is a PG-13 stream. Sometimes.
We must flee our borders and go far from the gaze of the zealots. It will be just as we promised each other. We'll start a new life, together.
Is that truly what you want? 'Tis hardly the new beginning we envisioned.
That matters not. Only that it is ours.
So this guy's dead, right?
Very well. Then let us meet again at nightfall. You know where. Until then, my love.
I shall count the minutes till next we meet.
Or he sells her out, which would be even more tragic. But he doesn't seem like he would.
Alas, he did not come. Another victim of the Inquisition's
Yeah,
tyranny.
he's dead.
Had he never met me, would he still be alive today? Should I have said nothing and fled alone in the night?
I am sorry for your loss, but you mustn't blame yourself. 'Twas hardly your fault. And you do not know his fate for certain. He could very well still be alive.
True.
Perhaps. I tried to seek him out, but there was little I could do with the church's agents breathing down my neck. They burned down his home, and his family was never heard from again.
Wait.
I fear the worst.
Like his parents? Or like his family?
The goddess of salt must be named so for the tears she causes. She took everything from me. Her minions, all of Hyzant, they bear responsibility for my grief, and I aim to see that they answer for it. Although we have known each other only briefly, I sense a strong ally in you. Will you lend me your sword when the time comes?
I mean...
Of course. Of that you can be certain.
I use a bow, but... You know, figuratively, sure. I have a quote bot, but I recently changed it in the switch over to Stream Elements, so I don't actually know how it works now? It is there, though. And, like, I'm pretty sure you can, like... I'm pretty sure that still works. Yeah. God damn it. That might be the only one there, actually. Okay. It's Stream Elements, so if you just look up what the commands are for Stream Elements quote bot, those will work, because I haven't done anything to change it.
So that's the size of it. House Wolffort has gone to such great lengths for us.
Yeah, a little bit. It's... I don't want you to feel bad about it, but it is kind of dire.
It was our decision and ours alone. Your people brought nothing upon us.
It is as Serenoa says. We are happy to do all that we can to protect you.
Forgive me, Lady Frederica, but your mother was Lady Orlea, was she not?
I don't know, that's the first time I've heard that name.
Just as she did. I cannot help but feel 'twas fated to be so.
You knew my mother?
Where did you hear of this, Jerome? I've told you not a whit about her.
I overheard whispers between my mother and father long ago. Why would the elders labor to keep such information secret?
Well, truth be told, we feared being persecuted anew.
That's understandable.
Your greatest fears have come true. Pray, hide no longer, and tell Lady Frederica what you know.
You know the history of Hyzant's oppression of the Roselle, yes?
A little bit.
Then you know of the Rosellan revolt that occurred 30 years ago. Your mother, Lady Orlea, led that uprising at the source.
Let's go. Is this the part where we also learn that the history that Hyzant tells to justify like decades of brutal oppression is also just made up and actually the reverse of what the situation actually was? Because that would not surprise me either.
She led us to freedom from Hyzant's rule, here to the Wolffort domain. She was a woman of great courage. She even left a sizable gash upon the goddess's statue as we departed.
What a badass!
The statue that stands tall in the source. I've never heard tell of this gash.
Well, yeah, they didn't talk about it.
I reckon not. Hyzant would never admit to such a thing. But we, Roselle, know the truth.
I had no idea my mother was involved with the revolt, let alone led it.
And it was my father who gave them this land to settle.
That he did. Lady Orlea, for her part, vowed to fight on, to liberate those who remained in Hyzant.
Yeah.
The rest of us, battered and bruised in the escape, parted ways with her, and remained here to live out our days in peace.
And so she eventually found her way to Esfrost, where she was taken in. I thank you for sharing such a wonderful chapter of my mother's history.
I hear she rallied the people to her cause with these words. The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
How much of this have you heard?
Hold. I beg you, recite those words once more.
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia.
Uh-huh.
The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
So there exists a key that gives the lie to the goddess's teachings. With that in hand, we can yet confront Hyzant.
Pray tell, good elder, what might it look like?
Oh, they don't know?
Alas, I fear I do not know.
That's some prophecy
Not
shit.
to what they were referring, but my parents always said Lady Orlea left it in this village.
Then the key is here. Jerome, please. We would speak with your parents at once.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Oh.
They both passed many moons ago.
Oh. There is a train.
We must find this key, Lord Serenoa. I know it sounds like a fool's errand, but I feel we have no other choice.
I mean, we are pretty short on
I agree.
options at the moment.
'Tis a slight hope, but hope nonetheless. Let the search begin.
We've been talking about it the whole game. If there is in fact a salt deposit in other areas in Norzelia and not just in Hyzant, particularly in non-believer lands, that basically uproots the entire basis of the Hyzantian religion. We need more information. Tyronin, it's real good. I mean, whether you watch my playthrough or anyone else's, like, independent of whether or not it's views for my channel, it's definitely worth watching. Or playing. Engaging with in some way. Experience it. It started out pretty good and has become excellent. Yeah, oh, jeez. I would use the word special. For sure. What really grabs me, what really impresses me more than anything, is thinking about how the writing is this consistently solid, this consistently good, and knowing that we are on but one of who knows how many different branches. And the assumption then is like, it probably stays this good across every version of the story. I mean, that's not guaranteed or anything, but like, I am legitimately... What? I've never seen a pelt this color before. Interesting, interesting. Interesting that you'd take notice of that specifically. Maybe we need to come back here with more information. So yeah, like, presumably, I am honestly curious enough to consider doing a second playthrough of this. Probably on my own, probably not streamed, but like, I don't know. The game is fun enough to play and to just go through that, like, I don't ever do New Game Plus, but like, maybe Game Plus. Hey, 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 quit it. Something special in the village. If what you seek is old, the elder may know of it. I cling to the thought that Lady Orlea's last great hope for us lay in this very village. I wish it to be true from the bottom of my heart. Anna, what's up? Is the legend so old it's been forgotten, or is someone keeping something from us? They leave us no choice but to upend the village! Looking for something old? I seem to recall seeing a rather old-looking mirror behind the Elder's house. It was quite brilliant all those years ago, but I'm sure it has rusted over by now. Roselle have a long, dark history of being oppressed, and I reckon they're none too happy about outsiders like us reminding them of it. I mean, we're not reminding them of it, we're trying to defend them from more of it. Mommy and Daddy are really upset. I'm scared. Anything special? There is a pelt in Jerome's abode that his parents are quite fond of. Yeah, I saw it. Hello. It's an old rusty mirror. Ah, yes, that's the one. Pray wait a moment, I'll polish it for you. Whoa! That's more than a polish, that's a full restoration. The word, the designs on this mirror are exquisite. I had no idea the rust hid such splendor. Why is it just sitting out here? Why is it just sitting in the... Why put that in a building? Why did you put it outside like an old couch? Now we mean to search the village. What are we searching for? This music's really good, but you missed an absolute bop in the last battle theme. Well, maybe you didn't miss it. It took me a good hour and a half to get through it, so maybe you heard some of it. But it was very good. What was Mother trying to say? We have to find that key. Yeah, I know that. Cat. To lay his key in hand, we may at long last land a grievous blow against Hyzant. Yeah, upending the nature of their religion would definitely, like... That would definitely cause some damage. It's like, imagine the amount of damage control the Catholic Church would do, or has done, depending on, you know, your feelings on certain theories. If, like, if someone found incontrovertible proof of the physical body of Jesus Christ. Like, the whole thing goes into an uproar. I've talked to you. And you know what a religious state that draws its power from the power and belief in that church's tenets doesn't want? Anything that damages belief in those tenets. We just want to live our lives. Why must we be chased to the ends of the earth? You did this. This is all your fault. Oh, they actually really don't want me here. Which... okay. On one hand, you look at this on the surface and you're like, I am here as a liberator. I am here to help. Why don't you like having me here? I'm here to do good things for you and protect you from the bad people. Which is true, but for the regular people who are just trying to live their lives, every time they see us, some bad shit happens. So why wouldn't they just want us to leave? We are literally an army magnet. The longer we stay here, the more bad shit happens. Yeah, that's exactly it, Ark, is like, I don't think most of the people here are abreast of the entire political situation. They just know that the outsiders show up and then people die. I do want to apologize. Like, I feel like humility is the right way to go, but gather your things and go? Go where? Why am I telling him to leave his village? Not so. We are confronting the results of the Rosellan uprising from 30 years ago. That's victim blaming. So let's go with this, I guess. As much as I feel your pain is just such a dead politician's line, but it's the least bad option. All I know is that we'll never go back to the life we had before. I wish you luck in your search for trinkets. Pray do not lose hope. The road ahead is arduous, but we must remain strong. House Wolffort will do all it can for you. You've taken all my venom, and still you show me kindness. Forgive me truly, for I have misjudged you. I must think on what I can do to prevent... I don't... You know what? I mean, that's a really, like... That's a nice, pleasant, you know, resolution to that, but... That happened too fast and wasn't earned. What are you looking for, sir? Is it treasure? I hear there's something incredible hidden in this village. Do you know anything about it? It's a secret, but if you promise not to tell anyone. It's hidden in my desk drawer. I call it my secret sweet store, and I'm gonna eat it all when nobody's looking. Is that so? Thank you for telling me. You have my word, I shan't tell another soul. That was cute. Did I talk to you too? Anything special or unusual in the village? Not that I've ever heard of. There are a number of objects within the village that could qualify as the key we are looking for, which is why we need context. I talked to Hewitt? Yes. Roland? We should seek out one who knows the legend of the Roselle. That will be our best chance at finding the key. I'm a big fan of a secret sweet stash. Ooh. Hold up, are those level 3, I think that's a level 3, class upgrade. I know nothing of any key, and you'll find nothing of any import in my home. We took such great pains to flee the source, yet our past continues to haunt us. Perhaps we are tainted after all. Oh, man. I really hate hearing you say this, but I understand how frustrating it must be. I think there's only 2 buildings I can go in? Yeah, that was my next idea. Or maybe we talk to Jerome about it. It's shiny. Oh yeah, different dialogue. Okay. Never seen a pelt this color before. Perhaps this is the one Jerome's parents took such a liking to. Perhaps this pelt is the key that will show us the way forward. I mean, I don't know why it would. And Jerome doesn't have anything to say about it. Talk to the Elder now that we have some pink stuff. Look at the mirror again. I feel like we're gonna have to talk to somebody. Someone is gonna like recontextualize one of the things we found, and that'll be the key. I don't know what else. There's a pink pelt and a pink mirror. And there's the Elder not talking to us. I feel like a nice tub is like... I feel like a nice tub is the thing that a cheap hotel, like, just throws in there and is like, this'll make us seem more upscale. I haven't spoken to everyone multiple times. I'm trying to. Hey. Whenever I look at my children, I'm reminded that we cannot bow to Hyzan's demands. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I went in the bottom house a couple times. If there's anything in there but the pink pelt, I haven't found it. I also appreciate an adult-sized tub. Japan is surprisingly good about this. I mean, like, bathing is a big cultural thing in Japan, but also, like, you know, just socially speaking, they are generally a smaller people and things are made smaller, so you would think that the tubs would be made smaller, but they are actually made bigger because they're made for adults. And they have depth. The depth is what really makes the difference, honestly. They're not always long, but they're deep enough where, like, if you have to curl up your knees are still underwater. I will never forget. Yeah, multiple adults, because bathing together is a cultural expectation. I think we're done here. It doesn't feel like we should be done here. Roland? Seek out one who knows the legend of the Roselle. That would be our best chance of finding the key. I've looked at the mirror I've looked at the pelt since finding the mirror, and I've looked at the mirror since finding the pelt. It really feels like there should be more than two things. I've learned all I can. The mirror is also still shiny. I don't have any context for what either of those things are. So the only thing I can assume at this point is... Yeah, I also, like... This whole game is based on threes. Why isn't there a third thing? I've skipped one person. Okay. Benedict? Benedict. Wonder why the village elder would so vehemently deny the key's existence. I should almost like to search his home myself. Preferably while he is away, though I know he would not grant such a request from the likes of me. Perhaps me? No. Jerome? Other Rosellans? Frederica. Would you ask the elder? Yes! Okay. I should like to search the elder's home, but I know he'll never grant me permission. Pains me to ask you this, but might you be able to draw him out of his house for a moment? Ordinarily, I would not stand for deceiving an old man, but I agree this may be the only chance we get. I mean... Elder, forgive me, but may I speak with you outside for a moment? An audience outside with Lady Frederica. To what do I owe the honor, and what would you ask of me? Alright, so I'm just gonna walk right past you and go in the house now. What were you sitting on? A box hidden beneath the rug. It seemed the elder did have something to hide. That's pink salt.